What is good, betas? It's Zach, and I haven't made a video in a while. I've been thinking about making a video and trying to come up with some ideas, but lately I haven't had any very good ideas up until today. And as a matter of fact, I just switched gyms and I'm going to start being able to actually record some of my workouts. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to try to get a workout video this week. But with all that being said, today is a supplement video, and so that's what we're talking about. So today's video is actually covering all areas of supplements. So basically today's going to be how you should pick your own supplement stack for yourself. So basically, first things first is, in my opinion, there's three main categories of supplements, right? There's brain, so like your nootropics / things that are gonna just affect you mentally. There's health supplements, and that's gonna include, just things that are gonna make your overall well-being improved a little bit. And then there is muscle building supplements. So usually muscle building supplements are gonna be a little more anabolic. There's some things that have been proven a little bit to boost strength naturally, and we'll get into that. But I'm going to break these categories down. So basically, if you're looking for a supplement and you don't want to waste money, the best procedure that you can do is first make sure that the supplement that you're looking for is a supplement that has a specific function, a specific purpose, and you're not buying it because maybe it will do this or maybe it will do two of these things. But no, that's experimenting with it. And that's sometimes what I've done. That's sometimes probably what a lot of y'all have done. But if you don't want to waste money, look for things that serve one specific purpose. So that's the first rule. The next rule, look for things that are scientifically backed, scientifically proven to work. So for example, creatine is scientifically proven to work, and there's a lot of evidence to back it as well. And there's antidotes as well. So that's really the second thing. And also, you just want to be able to ensure that you're actually getting something authentic at the end of the day, because you don't want to buy the product that you're not actually buying. And yeah, there is some exceptions to this. Like if you're buying magnesium, for instance, and you just went in the store and bought a brand and you didn't look at the third party. I mean, if they're scamming you on some magnesium, then I'm sorry, but there is still, at the end of the day, scams. So you just have to be careful. All right. So with those two rules being out of the way, we'll break it down kind of into the different categories. So with the brain health, so what I would be looking for is, you're going to want to find a stack that basically is going to support your overall cognition. So yeah, there might be one ingredient, like for example, alpha GPC, that goes pretty good on its own. But the thing is, with a lot of brain stacks, the more research you do, the more you'll realize that a lot of those supplements have synergy within them, and you can really give your brain a boost, some caffeine, alpha GPC, really even like rhodiola rosea or ginkgo. There's a lot of stuff that you can do to help you mentally. L-theanine. But really just make sure that whatever you're getting, try to make your own nootropic. Don't try to just buy a preset one. For the actual strength or bodybuilding supplements, I guess, these are going to be mostly all a scam, if I'm being honest. The only ones that are going to help you build muscle is creatine, ashwagandha, vitamin D3 can aid a very, very tiny amount, but that's really for health overall. It's a vitamin at the end of the day. You know, Shilajit's going to be one of those things that's very mineral dense. So that could, inherently help, but it's not going to directly affect it. And Tonkat Ali is another one of those that, people are saying they've boosted their testosterone through using something like that. But, really, it could just be the adaptogenic effects that it's having that are making you feel better and, possibly lift more weight. So then you've got your health supplements. And I would say that this is probably the category, either this or the brain is the category that you need to focus on the most. Probably health. Health is simple though. You can just take a multivitamin, or you could just take, if you have gotten your blood work done, you can just find the exact specific things that you're deficient in and get those. And that's going to be most effective for your health, especially if you're getting some nutrient deficiencies. But at the end of the day, if you're going to get the best lifts in, first your health's got to be in check. But then the second thing is your brain has to be in check. You're always going to have another day to put on more muscle mass. And yes, you can use certain supplements to enhance the speed of that, and you can use more hardcore ones that ultimately are going to affect your health, which will ultimately make you have to buy more supplements to counteract the problems coming from them. Whereas, if you are staying natural at the end of the day, some of these supplements are just going to maybe give you a slight boost. So, like I said, if there's anything you should take away from this video, it's look for the scientific literature, the third-party testing, and then look for what does this supplement actually do. And if you feel like you need to have the supplement for whatever it does, then buy it. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.